Alrighty, guys, what is going on? I'm Tubby. We're talking about Mark Henry because of his recent push as of late in the WWE, and I'm trying to figure out why, out of all the people that they could push, they push Mark Henry. I see what the tension that's going on between Team Laurinaitis. You have The Miz, who wants a potential title opportunity. And, John Laurinaitis on Monday Night Raw backburned it. He said, you know what, I got a lot of stuff going on, Miz, this week. I know I owe you for winning at WrestleMania. Talk to us next week. And, it brings up a point that I know they're trying to put CM Punk because Johnny hates him. They're trying to put him through a lot. And, this is the second week in a row the match ended, bad. It ended in a disqualification, ended in a count out, and they're trying to build up this whole, Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and they've done somewhat of a good job. But the problem I have with it is that it's a little predictable. I don't see CM Punk dropping the title to Mark Henry. It doesn't make sense to me. Punk and Jericho don't need the title necessarily on the line to have a match. And I think almost with the storyline they're going on, it would actually be smart to drop the title to Mark Henry. And some people might really disagree if you're a huge CM Punk fan and you're like, that is the dumbest thing you can possibly do. I personally don't think so. I think that, they're going with this whole alcoholic storyline, and, Chris Jericho is pouring beer and whiskey all over CM Punk. And then for that to drive him to lose the title gives him all the more animosity to fight Jericho at Extreme Rules. It gives more bona fide pressure. It gives more, meaning to the match versus, just words. Jericho cost Punk the title, and I think that would be a huge bonus for the WWE to do. And I was trying to figure out why Mark Henry, he was on Team Johnny. Maybe it's him doing a favor. Out of all the guys, you have Ziggler and Swagger kind of having a fallout. And why Mark Henry? But I realize, they want to, beat down CM Punk. And, Mark Henry, I think they might be giving him one more title run. Maybe he's coming down to an end with his career. But I think personally, guys, that Mark Henry becomes a future WWE champion. It probably won't be for long, but I think if the WWE wants to do something right with the Punk-Jericho storyline, they want to give it more meaning. You have him lose the title to Mark Henry. And it's not that I want CM Punk to lose the title whatsoever, because I don't. I love CM Punk as a champion. But having him lose the title to Mark Henry and give Mark Henry, a title reign finally, in addition to his World Heavyweight Championship, gives CM Punk more feud, more power, more animosity, everything going into it with his match against Chris Jericho at Extreme Rules. If you guys agree with me, do me a favor, hit that like button. Tubby out.